Jain children, today we will see a new poem. Okay, it is one of the part of Robert Frost's poem, and today we will see the poem entitled by Frost, that is Fire and Ice. Right? Now this Fire and Ice, why the poet has used this title, okay, for his poem? Why he has used fire and ice? Now these two words, they symbolize something. Right? What does the fire symbolizes? What does the ice symbolizes? Right? This poem is very much symbolic. If we see the symbolic meaning, okay, behind these two words, we can say that fire, it describes hatred, right? Jealousy, wrath, or anger, we can say, desire, so many negative traits. Okay, these in biblical meaning, okay, if we go behind the biblical meaning of these words, okay, we can say that according to Bible, okay, all these are vices, okay, which destroys human being, okay, which act as a source of death and destruction, right? Another is, if you can see, that is ice. Ice, if we talk about ice, an image, okay, of barren land, a cold region is described, is what you can say, is visible in front of us, right, in our memories. So ice in this poem symbolizes what you can say, coldness or cold feeling, okay, cold feeling, okay, hatred towards each other, right? Rigidity also, rigidity, okay, we can say arrogance can also come in this, right? Arrogance means what I say is right, what others say is wrong. Whatever I have said is good, whatever other is saying is, I will not judge that, I will not consider that, right? So in this way, we see in this light, okay, we can see these, we can see this poem by Frost. Here the poet says, some say the world will end in fire. Some people say that a huge fire will break out and the whole world will be burnt in that fire, right? Some say in ice. So here the poet is showing two, what you can say, perspectives, right? Due to which, or two causes, if clearly we say, two causes due to which the world will end, okay? The end, the doom of this world will come, right? So he says, some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From tasted of desire. Now, in the above two lines, the poet has shown the perspective of people. Now, he is telling by his own personal experience, what he has personally experienced. Okay? In his life, he says, from what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. He says, what I have experienced, that this fire, the world is not going to end by this physical fire, which burns, which we can see, which produces heat, right? Which produces light. The world is not going to end with that fire, but the world will end by the fire, the negative emotions that are shown by one human being towards another. Here, for example, the poet is saying the fire of desire. Desire to gain more money, desire to possess more wealth, desire to take everything that is there, okay? And even we have desire to take what belongs to others also. This type of perspective of human beings have become. Snatch away everything. Take everything in one's possession. Take everything for oneself. Okay? Me and only me. Okay? Other is just like an insect. Okay? Everything should be mine. Whatever there in this world is will be mine. Okay? This is the thing. This is the meaning which this word desire that symbolizes fire in this poem literally means in these two lines, right? So, poet has shown us, the readers, the perspective of others, what they consider would be the cause of destruction, and what according to poet's own experience will be the cause of destruction of this world, right? Now, we'll see the next stanza. Next 4 or 5 lines. What does the poet say? Now, but if it had to perish twice, perish means destroy, end, perish. Perish means to destroy. Perish. To destroy. Now, he says, but if it had to perish twice, what? What has to destroy twice? This world, right? Remember, the poet is stressing on. But if it had to perish twice, I think, what does the poet think? I think I know enough of hate. Okay, he says, I know if this world has to destroy, there is enough hate in the hearts of the people who live in this world for others, that ice and fire, physical ice and physical fire means nothing. It cannot destroy the world, but the hatred which is there inside the heart of human beings, one nation hating another, one human being is jealous of another, one human being has hard and harsh and destructive feelings for others, this hatred is well enough, good enough to destroy this world, right? So, now here the poet, remember, he is telling by his own personal experiences. Whatever poets or writers they write in their books, in their, what you can say, poems, it is all their personal experience which they are cuffing out, or we can say which they are depicting through the mode of their writings, through the mode of their scribes through the mode of their poems, right? Stories. So I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great. Okay? Remember children, ice here means, I have told you, coldness, if you can see, rigidity, arrogance, hatred also we can say, another acronym we can add. Hatred will be same for fire and for ice, both the things. Hatred, harsh feelings, hatred. Okay, we can add here. Or we can say intolerance also. Okay, it can be based on color, caste, creed, religion. Intolerance. Oh, I cannot tolerate him. He is Hindu. I cannot tolerate him. He belongs to Muslim religion. Oh, I cannot sit with him. Okay, this kind of harsh feelings, to become stone, right? What does a stone do? It is hard, it is harsh. Okay, either you throw stone on yourself or stone comes on you. Okay, you will be hit, right? The same thing is with this hatred. Either you show towards other or the others show towards you. The impact will be same, right? What you can say, grudge, another word. Grudge can also be stated here. Ice, grudge. Personal vendetta, G-R-U-D-G-E, sorry children, G-E, okay? Grudge. Personal vendetta, okay? Now, so he says, Frost says, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great. Ice can also work in the same manner as fire you will be working, right? Ice is also a good form. Ice can also be used for destruction. It will also work in the same manner as fire. And would surface. And this ice, according to me, the poet is saying, this ice is also good enough, okay, for destruction of this world. Surface means good enough. Surface, enough or good enough. Surface, good enough. Okay, children? So, here the crux of this poem will be that the poet, through the mode of these two words, okay, has described the hatred, ill feeling, jealousy that is there. So, fire and ice, in short, we can say, work as synonyms, okay, for all these feelings. Clear? Through these synonyms, through these two synonyms, the poet has very clearly described all the ill feelings that are there in human beings for others. And these feelings, avarice, jealousy, okay, avarice means extreme greed, avarice, A-V-A-R-I-C-E, avarice, extreme greed. Okay, all these are biblical vices. Okay, according to biblical myths, all these are vices that destroys an individual, right? So this is the whole crux of this poem written by R. Frost or Robert Frost. Okay children, if you have any doubts, if you want to clear something, you can answer me, you can call me, or you can give your comment. Okay, I will personally deal with your problems. Thank you children and Jai Hind. Be safe.